Welcome to Winderland Headquarters, our top secret facility where we test and build new ride concepts and projects. This is the think tank of our entire corporation, and you're here today for a very special visit to see our new Winderland Innovations before we take them out on the road. We are just about ready to take our traveling theme parks out to different parts of the globe, but we wanted you to be the first people to test and ride. I need to let you know before you enter the site that recording and photographs are strictly prohibited whilst on site. Once you've been through security, someone will meet you on the other side for your special tour. Enjoy!
I would like to introduce my very, very special guest. This person is going to be showcasing your rides with me tonight. He is a phenomenal builder, an incredible presence on YouTube. It's Mr. Moomin Little Socks. Hello, Mr. Moomin.
Hello. What an awfully nice introduction.
I tried. Was it good enough?
Oh, well, I'm flattered. I'm very flattered.
I just read the script that you gave me. It's all good.
Yes, don't tell anyone about that window. For God's sake.
Yes, it's him, the little socked one indeed. And as you know, the 2-week challenge, it's my favourite time of the year, and it started 2 weeks ago with a little video on the YouTube telling everyone about our travelling theme park rides and what we want. Well, now it's time to find out what everyone's created. Hello, welcome back. So, you're just about to take a tour inside Winderland Headquarters. Cardington Airfield in Bedford. Oh yes, it is. So, are you appraised of where we are? We are at Winderland HQ, Moomin.
This is looking fantastic, by the way. The video is wonderful.
This is where the brain boxes of the Winderland Corp work. And
wow.
In here, we have 11 brand new prototype rides that could be taken out to places near you all. Can I take you on a little wander, Moomin?
Yes, let's do it.
First off, then, we'll have a look at the ones that don't fit in the hangars. All right. We have 3 rides here. One that you may have seen before, as Casey Miles made it for the last Winderland in the USA. But it is a mobile ride, and it is something that we want to keep in our collection. Just look at that.
That's fantastic. Not only capturing a very well-known ride, but it's so you.
Isn't it just? Isn't it just? And he's called it
That's
the
amazing.
Boombastic Elastic.
Of course.
And as you can see, we've got some guys ready to go, and I believe there's another one up there. Cool, this ride goes high. Can you imagine getting flung up there?
That would be terrifying.
Oh my goodness me.
Yeah,
Madness. No? Have you ever been on one of these bungee things? I've always thought about it, and then I've always said, well, I'm not going to pay £15. Because they always charge like 15, 20 quid to go on a ride, don't they? They're mad.
Yeah, I think I'm okay for now.
Yeah? Bit high.
Little bit.
Now, the other two rides that don't fit in the hangars are made by the same person. That ginger one made us not one, but two rides. And he's called them... This one here is called the Boldy Uppy Metal Coaster thingy, or something like that. Which is,
Right.
which is absolutely fantastic. And I think... let's have a quick look at it first. So as you can see, he's built it completely on this metal grid. So I assume the whole thing can be folded down and moved. And I suppose mobile theme parks do have coasters in them. I have been on them. So this is plausible.
Yeah, there's one... Pleasurewood Hills has a Schwarzkopf, I think it is. It became permanent, but it technically is supposed to be a travelling coaster, I believe. They just made it a permanent installation. So, yeah, they're definitely out there.
So he's called it Dragon Challenge. Should we have a little ride on it?
Let's do it.
Right. Sit in the middle of the train. Now, with a B&M invert on a tiny scale like this, surely this is going to be a bit janky. Right, let's go. I love a B&M invert. This is very smooth.
I was going to say, it's surprisingly smooth.
This is very smooth. Very impressed with this, Ginge. Lots of interaction with lots of different bits of the track. Plenty of inversions.
Wow.
4
I can't make
inversions.
a decent coaster with a whole park size, let alone that.
That's incredible. I'm really, really, really surprised with that.
That's really good.
And it's a lovely
Clap,
layout
clap, clap.
as well. Yes, indeed, Ginge. Well done. And this folds down neatly into 4 lorries, apparently. I don't know how, but we'll work it out. There must be like a flat pack guide. I'm hoping.
Yeah, I hope they've got inventory when it comes to bolts and nuts and stuff like that.
4 meters, several hours of smoothing. Yeah, I bet. 4 meter method. Right, well, that's Ginger's... Sorry, cough there. That's Ginger's first submission, which I'm really, really pleased with. I think that's great.
It's a very strong start.
Yeah. And then, over here, we have a foldy-uppy water thingy. We have a full... with its plumbing, log flume. Again, love it on a tight little footprint like this. Reminds me of those little log flumes at like, I think Great Yarmouth Pier's got one like this, a little one. And
They do, yeah. And I will say, creating water rides on a small scale is so difficult. Because I tried doing one myself recently, and I just gave up. I got angry because
the game doesn't like you to do it.
Exactly, it hates you doing it, and yeah, to do it on this scale is fantastic.
And he's got the whole thing in a bit of a tank, which is great. Look at all the plumbing he's put in. Working plumbing for all of the. I love the tubes.
And that's the thing, because it is temporary, it would look a bit ugly with all the plumbing exposed and all the framework being very obvious. And so it really works like that.
I love it. Oh, look at the exit routes in case it breaks down. I love this, Ginge. Really, really cool.
Lovely stuff.
Lovely stuff. Let's have a look at the stage. Should we have a little ride on it? I think we should.
Boldy uppy, splashy washy.
Oh, I'm on the right train. Go on then. Let's have a little ride. Hope we don't get too wet. It's a bit colder today. Oh, that's my fault. Ignore the tree. That's my fault.
It's always your fault, when
Isn't it just? Fantastic. Got a little bit of splash coming off the top. You would get soaked on this, wouldn't you?
Just a little bit. I like all of the corrugated iron as well.
Yeah. Oh, just ignore the tree. It's not there. It's not there. It's not there.
So unprofessional.
I've been very busy. Oh, look at the interaction. Love it.
I'm very, very impressed.
It's a very good ride, isn't it? Well done, Ginge. Top notch. Oh, we got another drop.
There's a lot packed into it.
Yeah. You would get drenched on this ride.
Yeah.
There's just water coming out everywhere. I love it. I love it. Fabulous, Ginge. Absolutely fabulous. Great ride. And I love like all the backstaging and the extra little walkways and stuff he's put in for maintenance. Like there's one back here. Yeah. So you can get to all of the lift hills if you need to. There's exits for them all. I love it. Very, very good.
Yeah, great work on both of those, I'd say.
Wonderful rides, Ginge. Fantastic. Right. Are we ready then? Should we go and have a look in one of our hangars?
Let's do it. Wow, I like the doors.
Yeah, this is how they work them. Look, I've even got I got rails on the floor and everything. I told you, I've been busy.
This is my cup of tea here.
I can see a pink scorpion. Yes, indeed. This is called Madness Manor. And this is from the wonderful Fuero 1982. He has built us a mobile ghost train, which looks brilliant. It looks exactly like it belongs on a British pier. Absolutely love it. Let's go and have a look. Should we have a little ride of it? Maybe it might be best at dark. Should we wear it? What? Yeah, I think we'll watch it in the dark. In fact, let's look at the lights. Oh yeah, look at that. That's nice. And the little ticket booth lit up as well. Only £3. Where we're going to have to hock those prices up. This is Winderland. Right, okay. Let's have a little ride. Oh, that one's scary. Whoa. Oh, bugs! Love it. Hey, that was great! What a fun little ride. I do love a good ghost train. And I love this track at the top, the obligatory little drop track in the middle.
Yeah, I think if I were to have done anything, I would have gone for a ghost train. Because I just love the concept and I love the idea of how compact they are.
Yeah. The next submission is from a wonderful ex-builder of the 2-week challenge again, like Fuero, but from season 1. This is from Jarrow, and he's called this the Spiral Stump. And I think that is gorgeous. Lit up at night, got some fantastic lights going off on that. That is beautiful. So he's made like a helter-skelter, but inside a tree stump. The Spiral Stump. Let's have a look. We got a wonderful... I'm not going to try and do that with the... Just having a look around in here. And there's the slide. It looks very, very safe. Whee! Oh, I can't do this with the mouse. Whee! There we go. And we've got a little pillow at the bottom. Beautiful. We've got a little generator at the back for the lights. Even got little strips to cover up the wires, partly. Sandbags on the sign to hold it down. Very, very cool. Thought of all those little details. That is wonderful. Truly, I love the fact that you buried some steam in the generator. An afternoon build, Jarrow. That is beautiful. Be very, very proud of that, Jarrow. Alright, the next one we've got Gatsby's Ballroom Bash. We've got a lovely ticket booth here with admission. It's a bit cheap. But I'll let you off. This is by the wonderful Hey Tay, who's built a beautiful drifter ride, complete with all the lovely facades around it. It's got a wonderful queue system. Everything asked for, every box ticked. Absolutely lovely, well done. And I assume this is the Ballroom Bash. Let's get it going. Beautiful work from Tay. Really, really nice. I'll turn the lights off so we can have a quick look at this. I love that colour.
She is so good at doing small stuff, as evidenced in the ATM contest. Her ATM was stunning, but so intricate. And to do that on a small scale in Planco is so difficult, and she's done it again here.
Yeah. She did it beautifully again for the Universal contest that we did at the beginning of the start of the year. She made the Martian ride, and the whole the whole thing's enclosed in a beautifully isometric dome, And then she's got all like the little rooms going off of it, and you can see where the farm is, and brilliant. I thought it was absolutely beautiful. And again, it's those little minute details that just add so much character to these rides. I mean, I took a while looking at these windows and stuff. I think it's just gorgeous.
Yeah, those are great.
Beautiful ride from Tay. Again, just got the ticket booth there. I've told Tay and Fuero off for the prices. I think Winderland needs to be charging a bit more.
Oh, absolutely. No, but she's captured the Roaring Twenties vibe perfectly there.
It's very classy. Those colours really work nicely for that ride. Beautiful. Gorgeous, and I love the little backstaging. Not sure this entire ride would fit on those two trucks, but I'm sure we could get there eventually. Right. I think it's time we move on to another ride. This one I got within an hour of setting the challenge, the 2-week challenge. And this one's got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of inner workings going on. But if I can get the ride going, we'll be able to see it in a second. Here we go. Why is that not going? Oh, here we go. This is never ending, but very, very cool. This is from Ethan. Death Fears None, as always, with an incredible little contraption here that is way more than it looks. Okay, if I go under the ground, you'll see we've got 2 drop towers for the lights. We've got a hidden coaster station down here. And all you see is the bit on the top. And it makes it look like this half-pipe coaster. When really it's anything but. Absolutely brilliant. And I love using the drop towers as supports. I think that's really, really clever. So literally not much theming used at all here. Just the queue line. Which is very well done. We've got a lovely queue line here. We've got our own gate system, which is wonderful, and a really nice exit. Fabulous ride. Oh, and I think we need to look at it at night. Very clever from Ethan, indeed. Look at that. Look at the way the cars all shine up when they go up the sides of it. That's so cool. It's a really, really clever ride. And very collapsible, very easy to transport to the next venue. Brilliant that he's used his wizardry and magic that he does so well to build us this beautiful half-pipe spinning coaster. And then we were looking
This is the thing that I'm always fascinated by, when people can take items like this and use them in such a versatile way, but it looks seamless. Like you would never know there's all that jank under the ground.
No, it's beautiful. And then we were looking at these lights, which are emergency lights. That he's taken the cop car emergency lights and had them all pink and green and blue, which again just adds so much. And at night, it's really, really cool, the effect that it has on the cars as they go up the side.
It's fantastic.
Very, very cool ride. And that leads us on to our final ride in this hangar, which is Kyara's Black Mamba, which is absolutely brilliant. Again, completely outside the box. This is a brand new innovation, never been seen before, made completely out of pieces, and I think it's wonderful.
That is beautiful.
I love it that you've got 2 hinges here. Oh, look at the tyres she's used to make the hinges.
And this is a demonstration of not only being able to create a beautiful flat ride, but literally building it from scratch, like with nothing. There's nothing there to start with. So
no,
it's there. Yeah, that's next level.
And it's phenomenal, isn't it? It's got all the sequence bits going on.
The color palette is really nice. It just all, it works very well.
Oh, that's the fire inside that, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. I was trying to work out what was inside that dome. I think it's great, and the queue integration here with all the theming is lovely, and it is literally, as you can see, just pieces heaped together to make. I mean, this is true art. You know, when someone when you make something out of nothing, completely nothing. I think it's just. Same with Jazz's ride at the back there. That it's just incredible to be able to put all these tiny little bits together and make it look like a fully fledged ride. I mean, I've seen things like this with the double hinges before, the big swings, and they're mental because obviously you're rotating on that axis there, but you're also rotating on that axis, and then you're rotating.
It's that thing of we all know the struggle of going into something like a blank canvas. And so it's hard enough going in with something with just the generic ride, but to go in with absolutely nothing and create the ride itself as well as the skin is just very impressive.
It's very, very cool. And this is all the basic shapes, making the snake. Complete madness. It's look, we've got a little staff room back here. Oh no, we haven't. The illusion of. I love it. I love it. And at night, that's gorgeous too. Really, really pretty ride. This would not... You could put this in a mobile theme park. But you could put this in any fully fledged theme park as a fixture, as a permanent fixture. It's so good. Any adventure land area would... That could sit right in it. Beautiful.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's our first hangar done. The second hangar isn't quite as busy. I think we've only got maybe three in there. But let's just open these doors. I love my doors.
They are lovely doors.
I spent ages on them.
I could tell.
And we got another hangar here. So in here, I'm not sure. I can't remember if it's 3 or 2. I love my doors. There we go. Oh, I think it's just 2.
Be proud of your doors, Winder.
I just had fun making sure they were all part one group so you could open and close them. I was like, yeah, this is really cool. Anyway.
It was worth it.
It was. We got 2 more submissions here. We've got this one here. The Austrian presents The Sound of Music, which is absolutely gorgeous. This is from the wonderful Mr. Cockwaddle himself.
Of course it is.
And he's taken the Austrian, who unfortunately isn't here today to see this ride, but I make sure that he has a ride on it when he's next in town. Very, very, very busy. Lots of stuff going on in the background with Winderland Corp at the moment. We'll talk about it later. But yeah, again, we've got all this wonderful backstage in here to make it all fit together nicely. And it's believable that all these facades could easily fold down.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Let's have it go.
This is just it's so Cockwaddle, isn't it?
It is.
But it's intricate and it's beautiful and it tells a story, and that's the thing that Cockers does best, I think, is everything he does tells a fantastic story.
Look at the goats.
Goats.
I love it. It's Very, very cool. I think I need to see this. And then we've got a bit of TMTK, lovely made by, I think, Mr. Tep, who made us the Sound of Music cutouts so that you could go and put your face through it and get a photo.
Because who wouldn't want to do that?
It's brilliant, isn't
Love
it? It's brilliant. Right, okay, let's let's put the lights off for a second and just see what kind of... Oh, it's very nice. Very well illuminated. Love the yellow. Really bringing life to that back set, that backdrop.
Yeah, I was going to say, actually, the rock work in that facade is really impressive.
Yeah, what is it made from? I think it's temple block ruins.
Temple, yeah. Because the problem with most of the rocks in the game is they're just too thick. So to actually create something that as a facade is very impressive.
That is very clever. Hold on. Yeah, it's just a little bit of temple block.
Yeah.
And then...
Clever boy, isn't he?
Very good. And that brings us on to our final ride, Mr. Moomin.
Ooh.
This one is by the wonderful Uranium. And he's made us the Winderland Storm Chaser.
What a lovely chap he is.
Isn't he just? Yarrow. Love him. And we've got a wicked ticky booth here.
Yeah, great booth.
And then we've got the Storm Chaser. If I get it going, we've got an upside down police car. This must be like based on like Twister or like a hurricane or something.
Yeah. And I imagine you would remove the in-game fencing so that the police barricades become the fence around it as well.
Yes. I don't know why they're there.
Make it like it's kind of in situ wherever you put it.
There you go.
Nice.
Beautiful ride.
I like the little backdrop as well.
Yeah, and he's gone to the effort of putting all the metal panels in to show us how it might fold up and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Love the panels. What are they hiding? Oh, yes. Look, even the lorry's even attached to it. It's used as part of it. Now, that that does happen. It folds out the side of it, and they use them as part of the sets, don't they, a lot of the time?
Yeah. Yeah.
They're normally attached to the ride. Love it. You've got a big generator on there powering it all as well. Thought of everything, Yarrow. Very, very cool.
Well, I have to say, this is true testament to the Planet Coaster community and your community, because every single one of those were just fantastic.
Aren't they just? I think they're beautiful. I think they're really, really beautiful. And it was a very different kind of challenge, so I didn't know what to expect from people's submissions. It was a bit outside the box. And what we've got is absolutely brilliant. And everyone at Winderland Corp is very, very, very pleased with this. And we are taking these rides out on the road, as we promised, visiting all over Europe. And I'll show you in a minute.
Well, no. I have to say that the best thing I've seen today is your hangar doors.
Thank you. I keep moving them backwards and forwards just to give an extra emphasis. But no, honestly, I'm really, really proud of these, and thank you very much for being here, mate.
But it's been a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me, and I am genuinely really excited to see how this progresses, and and bring me back again.
Well, you're more than welcome. I'll bring you back. Maybe I'll bring you back to do a build at some point. Now you've got. Oh
goodness!
Well, Lakeside Vale's out the way. You've only got to record a handful of showcases.
Just one or two. Oh dear.
But no.
Okay. Well, it's been a delight. Thank you very much.
Catch you on the flip, man. Peace out. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. So there you have it, guys. We have got 11 wonderful submissions there that are all now going to go out on the road, while we still try and look for some new land to put a new theme park in. But it's now time to change tact and move over to Italy, where we have our new plot of land ready to develop, which is very, very exciting. So I'm going to play you a little video here, and I will catch you in a mo.
So, there you have it. We now have a whole horde of traveling guides ready to go out into the world. We will use these rides in our existing parks also. The first stop on our world tours is right here in the UK, where our headquarters are based. The UK market is crying out for the new innovation and attractions. With the recent opening of the universally good nice resort, we at Winderland Corp are looking at bringing our brand here too. There have been several sites earmarked, and we are looking to buy land. But this is proving a little difficult.
That is why we are, for the foreseeable future, going to be focusing on our second piece of land in Italy and building a second attraction for our guests. This project is very important for me, as it is right on the doorstep of where I grew up, just down the road from Bella Buona. I remember as a young girl walking up into the mountains and visiting the old winery and vineyards. The forest was full of wildlife, and it is important that we now look at conserving these habitats for the future. Yes, very soon we will have a brand new attraction. We will have the Winderland Conservation Alpine Zoo. Let's take a look now at the site and the first tasks we have in store. Over to you, Winda.
Welcome to just south of Bella Buona. Right. Okay, let's start. We now look at the 2-week challenge for Planet Zoo. Oh yes, this is what we are starting. And first off then, what do you think of the scenario? It looks quite pretty, doesn't it? Quite pretty. We've got a wonderful piece of land. This effectively is the space that we have available to us. All the way from down here that we have bought, all the way up, round the back of the mountain and back down this side, just over, and we've got these trees here as well. So we've actually got a very large space of land. Okay, and our entrance is going to be down here. The village is not ours. We're not going to be taking it over, but we are going to be helping the village with the infrastructure, with roads, transport networks, and any extra amenities they need to deal with the extra Winderland traffic. So fingers crossed, this village should prosper. We do not have any intention of taking over the village though. Okay? the village will always stay. We want to protect this landscape. We want to protect this land, and that's why we have chosen to not do a theme park, but to do a zoo instead. Without further ado, I think we need to get in and have a look at the start of our entrance. We've started to clear a bit of land here and put a temporary car park in, as straight away we've realised it's actually been drawn to our attention that the local habitats, due to our theme park up the road, a lot of animals have come this way, a lot of habitats have changed, new predators in there, and we need to protect them. So our first job, well, the builder, their first job will be to round up all the animals within our territory and find them. Okay? This will be the first area of our zoo. This beautiful green fielded area. It's quite large. It's over 15,000 square meters, so it's quite a large space. And as you can see, our first problem is we need to provide a safe living habitat for these beautiful fallow deer. So the builder's first job will be to round up the deer and build them a habitat. Also around our property, we do have a badger infestation that needs to be looked at, and these badgers need to be again conserved, preserved, put in a habitat, given a home that they can love and cherish, so that they don't continue to spread across the countryside. Those silly badgers. Yes, indeed. So we have two species there that are going to be the first two species for our zoo, for our zoo builder. Okay, so bear that in mind. We also, because we are in Europe, we are thinking for our area, our first area, we would like a European theme. So we're going to have animals with a European background. We are in touch with other nature reserves in the area, as well as zoos across Europe, to find some suitable animals for our zoo. All right, which is quite exciting. So first off then, before we go any further, we need to pick our animals, and that's where you guys chat, you come into question, because you guys are going to make the decisions for the builder. The builder doesn't have those can anyone hear that? What the hell does he want? He knows I'm in the middle of a blooming video. Oh, for goodness sake. Right, it's Tep. Hold on, guys. I'm just going to go to a BRB.
What is it, Tep?
Sir?
I'm in the middle of a very important
Sir?
update for the 2-week challenge. I told you never to call me when I'm live. This is simply
But,
not
sir.
good enough. Do you want to keep your luxury
Yes,
apartment?
sir.
You're making me a laughing stock. I demand an apology.
Sorry, sir, but...
I have people depending on me here to
Yeah,
start
I
our new zoo.
apologise,
I've
but-
even got Bloody Moomin in. It's
Winder,
that special.
you told me to let you know if there was any progress.
Progress?
Sir, we have the site.
The site?
Yes,
What
the site.
Well, why didn't you say so sooner? Right, okay, let me speak to the board. Thanks. Right, I love you.
I love you too, sir.
Okay. I'll be right back in a minute. I've just got to make a very, very important phone call. Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. Give me a second.
I don't understand. What about my zoo?
There are more important things here, my dear. We have to move quickly. Schnell, schnell. The Winderland Zoo can wait. It's just a few mangy animals after all. So let's get to work and have a look at the new site for Winderland, Great Britain. In the early 1980s through to 2005, this site was home to one of the UK's leading theme parks, the American Adventure. In recent years, it has laid derelict, with no plans of anything to replace the park. In fact, the local council made a mandate that it would be used for residential purposes, and a housing company bought this land from under our noses. You see, the Winderland Corporation have always wanted to build a theme park here in the UK, and this land, as well as the patch of land in Bedford, were always top of our wish list to purchase. You know of the universally good nice project? Scheisse. Well, we couldn't compare with their funding. We couldn't compete at all. But this site is perfect and is now ours. So let me hand you over now to a lady who will be working closely with us in the coming months to deliver this new project.
Good evening. My name is Angela Simmons, and I am the newly elected Labour MP for Shipley. Finally, the iron fist of Davis Conservative Local Council is gone, and we now look to a brighter future in West Derbyshire. Welcome to Shipley Lake, Derbyshire, once home to the theme park, the American Adventure, until it went bust. Since 2005, this site has fallen to pieces and is an eyesore on our local beautiful countryside. Due to the messy history of this area and mismanagement for recreational use, the local council in 2017 declared that the site would be earmarked for residential development and was strongly opposed to the idea of a theme park or any kind of recreational use at the site. The land was sold to Waystone Developments in 2018 with the promise of a new retirement village and affordable housing. Unfortunately, as with all projects on the Shipley land, mismanagement and poor business acumen has led Waystone to liquidation. As the new owner of Waystone, I'm sure the Winderland Corporation have different views of what the area should be used for. But let me remind you that where you will be allowed to develop the land however you see fit, there is still the need for housing in the area, and there is an expectation that any construction must keep the wishes of the community at heart. This means that I will be keeping a very close eye on the development, and you can expect to be hearing from me again soon. Good luck.
Okie dokie. Right. I'm sure you all have a lot of questions. As do I. look, this decision's out of my hands, right? Zoo is on hold. They're not... The board... Well, apart from the Italian, she's absolutely raging, by the way. This was her project, and it's been put on the back burner. They are all for Universal... Not Universal. It's because of Universal Great Britain. They want in now. They want a piece of the pie. They didn't like... Because the Cardington Hannahs, where our Winderland Corporation headquarters is about 5 miles down the road from that plot of land where the Goodnice community built their park. And I can tell you, I've had no end of stick from the board for my part in it. Needless to say, they're very annoyed. I got a big slap on the wrist. But we must move on. And we'll move on with a positive attitude. Zoo will happen, I promise you. It's just going to have to go on the back burner. I've got to do what I'm told. Guys. So let's get in and have a look at this scenario, and we'll introduce our first builder. I'm sorry, first builder. I hope you're ready. You're not building a zoo. You're building a theme park. Let's get in. Right, welcome to Shipley Lake. This was, once upon a time, the home to the American Adventure. It is a man-made lake just on the edge of the Shipley nature big area, big national park. This has nothing to do with those calls for Peter. We'll talk later, Tep. Ears. All right. Anyway, let's get into this. I'm so sorry, guys. You thought it was zoo. We're doing coaster. We'll do zoo. It'll come. Don't worry about it. That land is ours. The badgers, they're fine. They're safe. We just need to round them up a little bit. The deers, they're fine. They're safe. They've been living there for years. Don't worry. Relegated to the sidelines again. No, it's not. It's not relegated to... Well, it is, but it's not. It's still there. We still plan on building, and I will field any questions in the red button regarding the zoo, which and your obvious worry for the badgers and the deer. Don't worry, they're safe. We will keep them okay, I hope. There are people there that... We're building a theme park, all right? Okay, so welcome in. This is Shipley Lake. This was a man-made lake built in 1960s, I want to say. And there was some like expos here and stuff like that. And then they decided, a company bought it and decided to build the American Adventure. It went bust. It was actually my first theme park that I went to. My first second upside down roller coaster. I went there. I was scared the first time. I didn't go on it, but they had this wonderful bullet loopy coaster that was it was basically a boomerang coaster, and they also did have the world's tallest log flume until we smashed that last year with Winderland USA. Oh yes, indeed. Right, so you heard the councillor. She's very open to a theme park, considering this land is meant to be residential. She's very open to it, but she wants to make sure we still do have a focus on residential. So, with every builder in this 2-week challenge, they will also have a side challenge. They will need to build a small street with 4 or 5 properties on it, not dissimilar to like these, in their own style, with their own theming and their own character. So, our first job for the new builder will be to finish off this area down here. As you can see, we've started to build in a bit of a cul-de-sac. We want houses, at least 5 more properties on this patch of land. Okay, making a little cul-de-sac. We can have a few properties here, maybe one property here. I'm not quite sure what Waystone we're doing, but now the land is ours, but we do have to keep building. All right.
Introducing the first builder for Winderland, Great Britain. She is a fabulous builder with a great eye for detail. It's Hey Hey Tay.
So, there you have it. Our first official builder for the 2-week challenge 2024 Planet Coaster Legs. Okay, we will do zoo. I promise. I've just got to get the board on board. All right. Tay, she built for the 2-week challenge already. You saw her Gatsby ride earlier, which was beautiful. She built for the Universally Good Nice Resort and built the Martian ride. Again, fabulous ride. And she's taken part in many other contests and showcases around. Right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed it tonight. The 2-week challenge starts right now. I promise you I'm going to be working on the board and we're going to try and sort the zoo out for next time. But obviously Tay will be here next time to showcase her beautiful area with myself. Enjoy, guys. Thank you very much. I've been Winder. This has been the 2-week challenge. You've been awesome as always. I will catch you on the flip. Peace out. Stay ultra. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.